guys, it's Nick. Back for another tutorial after another like 10 months. But this time I want to teach you something a little more basic because I know the side flip tutorial was kind of more advanced. So something you can start off with, one of the most highly misconceived moves and also one of the most famous moves. You've seen it in movies, you've seen it in your city, if you know people who do parkour, you've seen it on videos. It's a wall run. And it can be done on any wall you can find in your neighborhood and cities, movies, yeah, whatever, funny. But in this tutorial, I want to go step by step and teach you how to get the courage to go up a wall, just in general, how to get the courage to go up the wall without being afraid you're going to hurt yourself, hit your face against the wall, hurt your hands by going up, or anything like that. We're going to do that. We're going to go step by step on how to get up the wall, and once we get to the cat position on the wall, I'm going to teach you how to get your hands up so you won't have to scrape your elbows. Alright guys, so like I said before, the first step I'm going to show you is how to actually gain the courage to know that when you go for your first wall run, that you'll know to yourself, when you hit the wall, you're not going to hurt yourself in any way. You're not going to hurt your legs, you're not going to hurt your arms, your face, your chest, anything like that. So the initial move of the wall run isn't to actually just jump into the wall. Many people think that a wall run in general is going into the wall and catching it, which is highly misconceived, like I said before. Highly misconceived because you're not actually jumping into the wall, because that loses all your momentum when you're going into the wall. It goes straight into the wall, and then you have nothing to get up the wall. You're actually going into the wall and up. You're not going up and in, because where's that momentum bringing you? The momentum comes from your run up and you crouching, hitting the wall and pushing up the wall. Once you get that in your head, it's going to be just nature to you. It's going to be so easy to be able to get up there without any fear, without any hesitation of thinking to yourself, I'm going to hurt myself just by running up a wall. It's not that hard, and I know a lot of people get mentally blocked by it. So hopefully once you're able to understand that the momentum going up isn't going to hurt you, if you just go outside and do it, just kind of jump off the wall a little bit, you'll understand that you're not actually jumping into it. You are jumping into it essentially, but you're not jumping straight into the wall. You're jumping in and up, not in and forward. Alright, so the first part of the wall run after you get that courage part down is going to be the run-up. That's one of the most important parts of this tutorial, due to the fact that it gives you all the momentum you need to be able to go up the wall without having to use your arms, like your elbows, to get up, because some people, when they get to the cat position after they get up, they have to use their elbows and it scratches them up, which isn't really necessary if you can get the momentum part down. If you get a wall, like I got a wall in front of me right now, and it's, I don't know, I can get my arms up out there. So I'd say about like 7, 8, 8.5 feet. I know going into it that I won't need as much momentum as I'd need, I don't know, maybe a wall that's like 10, 12 feet, sanded down, or brick or something like that. Once you can analyze walls and know how much momentum you need, you're going to be able to understand the run-up a lot more easy. So when you're going into it, you don't essentially want to be going too fast into the wall, because your run-up, it wants to be a happy medium. It wants to be, you don't want it to be too slow, because if you're, say you're just walking into it, I mean, I could just jump and get the wall right here, but I don't want to do that. I want to make it efficient. I want to make it a wall run. I want to make it look good. So I want to go into the wall. I don't want to go in too fast, because then I'll just be going straight into the wall. Well, I won't even have enough momentum to get up the wall. I'll just be going straight in and crashing into the wall. I want to have enough momentum to not be too fast that I'll drive myself into the wall, and I don't want to have too little momentum, so I'll just go in and my foot will slip and I'll have no way to get up there. So you want it to be a happy medium to get up the wall without crashing in or having your foot slip. So all you really need to do is practice just maybe going up, understanding how fast you need to be just to get up to the wall. So if you can, of course, I don't know where you guys live, So if you're able to be lucky enough to find a wall that's just a few feet taller than you, you can try just doing a quick little run up, doing really quick little bursts of running and jumping up the wall to see how fast you need to go up it. It could be from far away and just a little jog, or it could be really fast trying to get up a really big wall. It doesn't really matter as long as you know the momentum in your run up. So the next step I'm going to show you to the wall run is going to be placing your foot, whether it be your left or your right foot, whichever one you're comfortable with. You want to be able to know which foot you want to plant on the wall. And once you can figure that out, you can just try and test it. Go with the right foot and then go with the left foot. Whatever one feels more comfortable. I'm right-footed. That sounded weird, but I'm right-footed. And I like going up the wall with my right foot at all times. So with this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you my right foot. Sorry if you're better with your left foot. I'm better with the right foot. So you can just, I'll integrate it in if you have problems because you're left-footed, whatever. But for this tutorial, it's going to be with my right foot. So when you get up to the wall and you run up, you master the run up and you know how fast you want to be going into the wall. The next thing you want to do is be putting your foot onto the wall to get ready. So, considering this wall isn't really as tall as one of the bigger wall runs you'd see in a YouTube video or in a movie, you're not going to want to do, if you've seen other tutorials on wall runs, they explain it more that you want to put your leg up at a waist height. Always want to put it at a waist height, which is what you want to do. But if you're doing it on a smaller wall, you don't want to be putting it waist height because you'll be shooting up a lot higher than the wall needs to be. So if I'm going waist height on a wall that's only like 2 or 3 feet taller than me, I'm going to be shooting up and I'm going to have all this momentum. I'm going to be going a lot higher than I need to be. For some people that might work, but for me, I like being able to put my hands up, grabbing it, pulling up into a cat. It just looks a lot nicer. So for this, if you have a wall that's a couple feet taller than you, I'd say you want to put it a little bit below waist height, maybe down to like measuring it to the quad, the thigh, the inner thigh, anything like that. But you want to be able to know, you want to be able to, after enough experience, you'll definitely be able to measure, I wouldn't say measure, but decipher how high you want to put your foot on the wall, whether it be waist height. If it's a tall wall, like I said, 10, 12 feet before, or if it's a small wall, put it a little lower, because it's like 7 or 8 feet. You're going to be able to figure it out with a lot more experience, but for now, I'm going to be able to show you just through what I've learned. I've been self-taught for almost 3 years now, so hopefully what I'm saying kind of helps the beginners, because I know doing it by yourself is kind of hard to do. So, yeah, hopefully this helps. Alright, so the next part, after you can get that leg down, you should be somewhere around the top of the wall. You should have your hands up. If I didn't explain before, when you actually, put your leg in and push up the wall, you're going to want to grab the top of the wall with your hands. But I'm sure most of you already got that from other tutorials you've watched, but once you actually get to that point, you're probably thinking, what am I doing right here? How do I get to the top of the wall? So, if you're still new to parkour and you don't really know the names of the moves, the move you're in when you actually get to that position is called the cat position. I've mentioned it before in this video. I've done it a lot more in my earlier videos, but that's known as a cat position. And when you get into that position, it's kind of hard for people that are new to figure out how to get up the wall from that position, because you're literally just hanging just from your hands and your feet on the wall. And sometimes when you're new, it kind of hurts because you're not used to all these muscles holding you up on the wall. So instead of most people, when they first get into the position, they're trying to muscle it out and put their elbows on, which isn't what you want to do, because you'll scrape up your elbows, you'll get cuts and bruises, and it's just not necessary. So when you're in this position, I'm going to show you how to actually get up by, instead of layering your forearms onto the top of the ledge, actually just grabbing it, coming up, and pushing up right there so that your chest is over the wall. Because once your chest is over the wall, you're not going to have to pull on it anymore. You can just kind of lay there, and all you have to do is pull your legs up from there. So, when you're in the cat position, on the wall, you want to start out by knowing how to push off with your feet. You want to push off and out so that you can pull your leg, you can pull your arms up on top of the wall. So push your legs up. You can't really push your legs up, like straight up, because you don't have any momentum going into the wall anymore. You already did that from the run-up. So you don't have any more momentum going into the wall. So now you want to pull up with your arms and go out with the legs so you can pull up on your arms. So what I mean by that is, I'll show you. So you want to pull up with your arms, and while you're doing that, you want to push out with your legs. So all together it's going to look like this. And from that, you have your arms up at the top with all the inertia you just used from your body, instead of having to muscle it out, get your forearms up there. And from there, you can actually pull yourself up, pull your legs up, and with that, you'll have a wall run. So I'll show you one more time, and I'll do the whole thing and get up the wall.
Really bad right now.
Yeah.
That's how it was in my old video. Ah, Pete! He's gonna stay there the whole time. I could have done this 20 minutes ago. I was sitting on my ass. Hey guys, Nick here. Here for another talk. Damn it! Come on!
Sorry. Hello?
Recording.
How big do you think of me? Why the fuck did you ask me that? That's not the kind of conversation we should be having during this tutorial. Yes, it's rolling! Ah! Ah! Can't do it. Damn it! Has erectile dysfunction you up